Life is like a hurricane. What are you up to? Are you Hank?
Kind of. I'm BATTLEWORLD Hank.
What does that mean? Is the Earth destroyed?
To be determined.
Are there zombies?
Hard to say.
But other than that, are things like do I own the store?
Absolutely.
Do you work for me?
Yep. Pretty much, Jake. Everything's exactly the same. You don't need to worry. It's just the way it was. Trust me.
Just a little different. Okay.
Thou.
All hail King Joey! All hail King Joey! Jake, bow to our Lord and Master!
I don't think I like BATTLEWORLD.
All hail King Joey!
Okay, I'm Gary Cohn.
And I'm Paris Collins.
We're at the VA Comic-Con, and you're watching Atlas Comics.
It's a huge week for Marvel with Secret Wars, so let's dive into it. A-Force #1 is out this week. It's an all-female Avengers team. You get your She-Hulk, you get your Captain Marvel, you get your Medusa, and much more.
One of my favorite franchises is Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy by Douglas Adams. A lot of you may not know that he also had a second series called Dirk Gently, Holistic Detective. Well, this week there's a new Dirk Gently comic. If you're into humor mixed with sci-fi and hippie mumbo jumbo and time travel, and this one's got not zombies, what do you call? Oh, mummies. Yeah, I had to think of Brendan Fraser. Then you might want to check this book out. It is funny.
Secret Wars BATTLEWORLD is an anthology with a bunch of stories in this crazy universe. Do you like Punisher? Do you like Doctor Strange? Would you like them to be the same character? You gotta pick it up to see.
Hey Doctor Who fans, I've got a book for you. It's not Doctor Who, it's another time-traveling, charismatic gentleman. It's Ivar Time Walker. If you're into that kind of thing, you should check this one out. It's really cool and interesting, slightly funny, but interesting. And oh, did I mention it's a $10 first trade? Not from Image, but from Valiant. Check it out.
Spider-Gwen alert. We have a new Spider-Verse #1 and she is the main character. Also, Spider-Ham alert. I can't be the only one that cares about that character, am I?
And Star Wars fans, we got Star Wars #5. I'm tired of beating around the bush, so yep, Boba Fett is in this issue in a major way. Also, Luke goes back to Tatooine, and there's some major Easter eggs if you're a fan of the movies. Check it out.
Planet Hulk #1 is one of my favorite books this week. You basically have a Conan-style Steve Rogers whose trusty steed is Devil Dinosaur, this massive T-Rex that he has a psychic link to. He's still looking for Bucky, and he's going to have to go to a war-torn world with a whole bunch of Hulks having war over property to find Bucky.
In case you've been living under a rock, Mad Max Fury Road is like the greatest action movie ever, or at least in the last 3 weeks. And it's back this week in comic form. Not that it went anywhere, but these are one-shots that are even scripted by the movie's writer, George Miller, who did all of the Mad Max movies and directed them. And these are a series of one-shots doing the backgrounds of some of the characters in the movie. This one features Nux and Immortan Joe. Check it out.
My boy Shang-Chi gets another mini-series with Master of Kung Fu. Please buy it, because he's a good character, and he keeps getting books canceled.
Whether you love event books or hate them, you'll love to watch Deadpool spoof them. In this week's Deadpool Secret Wars. In the first story, Deadpool spoofs Secret Wars. Not the new one going on right now, but the original from like 1984 or something, give or take a couple years. And in the second story, he spoofs Contest of Champions. It's everything you love about the 80s event books with Deadpool inserted in to make it funny. You'll love it. Good week for spoofs of things. If you read Deadpool spoof Secret Wars, then you may be in the mood for a weird take on Thor. It's not Marvel's Thor. It's more like what the Norse gods might be like in the real world. If they weren't nice, they were jerks. But this one's a madcap comedy. Check it out.
My beloved Max Bemis, the writer of Polarity and Evil Empire, is back with a new #1. Oh, Killstrike. It's basically like if your favorite character from the 90s was like a psychopath and came to life, uh-oh.
The strangest sci-fi book you could ever imagine, Kaptara, is back this week with an issue 2. And I've got lots of issue 1s. And if that doesn't sell you on it, did I mention that the subtitle is Captara. Well, that's the main title. But the subtitle is The Road Less Traveled by Cat Tanks. Because that's a thing. Check it out.
Jeff Lemire's action-packed awesomeness continues in Bloodshot Reborn number 2. Can't get enough ducks? Well, Donald Duck number 1 is here to satiate you.
If you're in the mood for a gritty, violent, dark take on superheroes, check out Mark Waid's Insufferable.
If you're really into Nick Fury, especially the underground workings of S.H.I.E.L.D., you owe it to yourself to check out Jonathan Hickman's Secret Warriors. The first volume of the Ultimate Collection is out this week, and this book is fantastic.
If you're jonesing for some Ultimate Comics, have no fear. BATTLEWORLD Ultimate End is here. That rhymes. It's all the Ultimate characters and a bunch of 616 characters trying to deal with the events of Secret Wars. Check it out.
Joe Hill's comic book masterpiece Lock and Key gets the deluxe hardcover treatment in Volume 1 this week. Want to check this book out if you're a fan of comics in general.
What would happen if a bunch of Indies Comics top names like B. Clay Moore, Phil Hester, and I'm forgetting someone, let's say Jeremy Hahn, all worked on a bunch of stories together, like a jam band style. Then you'd get Bad Karma. Some of the stories have 4 writers, some of them have 1. It's a collection of prose and comics together, original ideas that are one-shots within this hardcover that exist only in this hardcover. It's really cool. It's an anthology, yo. Check it out.
That's it for this week, guys. Be sure to hit us up on the Facebooks and all that social media jazz. Like the video, share it, tell your friends, buy some comics, and I expertly hid the name of last week's winner, so hopefully you found it if it was you.
Hi, my name's Hank, and I play Hank in the Alice Comic Weekly video.
And I'm Jake, and I play Jake.
Now, we had a lot of fun today, as you can see, but not everything's fun, right, Jake?
That's right. We'd like to let everyone know that Deadpool is not for children. He likes to blow his brains out so he can wake up later and not listen to car arguments.
And no matter how cute you draw the Crypt Keeper from Tales from the Crypt, not for a 6-year-old. Sorry.
Also, if something's called The Walking Dead, and there's zombies in it, and they eat guts, let's say, worst case, 13? Sure as hell not 7. Oh, I'm sorry, I used a bad word.
If you just learn to walk, you can't read Walking Dead. Sorry, kids.
If you just learned to read, you should also not read Walking Dead. Just because you can read doesn't mean you should read anything.
But now we know.
I mean, anything at all. You can read whatever within reason.
And now you know. And knowing's half the battle. So do some freaking research, a-holes.
Transformers, more than meets the eye.
Ba-da-da-da.